Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name is EmilyHanhan. I love colorful makeup and colorful language. And I live in an apartment and all the noise is starting. Okay. Hello everyone. I have moved yet again, hoping that this is my last move for at least 6 months. That's the goal. And in the course of lots of different things, I feel like I haven't actually filmed in a really long time. I've done a vlog, you know, working on declutter stuff, but I've been meaning to just do a chatty get ready with me for quite a while. And I tried to do this, I don't know, I tried to do this a couple weeks ago. Lighting wasn't great. I feel like we're in a good space for lighting and quality stuff. So we're just gonna do that. But, you know, it's just, I mean, I've lived in an apartment the entire time I've had this channel. So noise is noise, but of course I feel more self-conscious about it right this second. Anyway, what I actually want to talk about, I want to tell you the story of the $500 package that went round trip from Brooklyn to Mexico, back to Brooklyn. So if you like chatty get ready with me's, if you like bitches with lots of opinions, cute fat babes in general, I would love for you to subscribe. And you can find me on all kinds of social media sites linked in my description box as well if you want to support me further. As is the case with most of my get ready with me's, I'm not really going to be talking about the makeup. But I am going to start with some glowy primer. This shit is really good, by the way. So where to start this story? So a couple of weeks ago, no, it's been a month now. It's been a month. I relocated to a different part of Mexico. That was due to, that all came to fruition because of some last minute stuff that got canceled. I actually did a Patreon get ready with me, Patreon and member get ready with me. That is up if anyone wants to go hear the story. But basically, I had plans to visit the US and they just got all messy. So those got canceled. So I relocated to a different city. I'm on the Pacific coast rather than the Gulf area, and I'm excited about it. And because I had so many different, back in July, had a friend that was we were gonna meet up on a trip, and that got canceled because of mental health stuff and tourist stuff, or yeah, things, and mainly mental health things. Oh, I have hair on my face. No. But I had some makeup sent to them that I thought they would be able to bring to me, and then this trip that was planned for the end of September into the October was also going to be a time for me to get packages, because basically I have a P.O. box that is set up in Brooklyn, and I've been having, you know, some things sent to it. And I say some things, it was actually a lot, and kind of lost track of how much it was, because this has been going on for 6 months now. Just like, you know, trying not to, well, I was gonna say I'm trying not to buy a whole bunch because I didn't know when I was gonna get it, but that's where I'm at now, but I wasn't always there. So anyway, so because I had had multiple different trips get rescheduled or canceled or postponed indefinitely, by the time I moved here, I was just kind of like, okay, I'm very unsure about this makeup look and it might crash and burn. We're just playing with some things and thoughts and ideas. So yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm also nervous about that. But anyway, what I was basically saying is that I've had all these plans, you know, canceled or postponed indefinitely, and I knew that the shipping thing was going to be expensive. I knew that having anything sent to Mexico with FedEx or DHL, which are the most trusted, you know, for delivery, I knew that that was going to be an investment. But like I said, I also knew so much time had passed. I just wanted my shit. I just wanted my shit, to be honest. So pretty much as soon as I got here, I knew that that I wanted to set up this shipping situation. So I got the quote, and I, you know, confirmed that this was going to be with DHL or FedEx, not with USPS, and I confirmed it, and I was like, okay, that's fine, we'll do it. The storage company was even like, you know, why not just have it sent to that US address you were gonna have us send it to? And I was like, look, I know it's expensive, but I'm not at that fucking US address, so fucking send it. At the same time, when I moved to this location, I had already scoped out the only decent thing about Facebook, which is this. There are some different like local groups, and unfortunately, also in Mexico, I feel like Facebook is just a very it's a platform that's used a lot more. Like a lot more businesses use it. And I don't know, it's just been interesting learning those things. So I joined these groups, and they're like expat groups and a renting group. And so the thing that I also did right when I moved, I was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and start looking for an apartment, because my Airbnb was only for a month. And I did that on purpose. I did that, you know, in the hopes that it would give me that push. Oh my God. I hoped it would give me that push, you know, to look and all of that, because Airbnb is just expensive. Like I knew it was gonna be, but anyway. So yeah, that is kind of like the first two things I did when I got here. I was like, okay, let's start the looking and let's get this package sent. And so that all happened kind of within that first week. I started both of those things. And so my package got sent, and I also started the process of with the apartment things. It was literally just a matter of this is I don't know about this look. We're just gonna keep playing, but yeah. There's a eye component that is why I chose this shape, but I don't know if I'm actually going to like the finished look. But if nothing else, you get to see me look like a fucking candy corn on my face. So basically, I posted a post in that renting group of like things I was looking for, you know, like my ideal wish list. And I also, you know, got this package sent. Cool. Great. Awesome. Pretty quickly, I saw the package was moving, and I also was getting, you know, some stuff, some apartments to consider through that group. And so on a Sunday, okay, let's start. So I also literally have all my makeup in this green bag sitting next to me that I haven't put away because I just moved and I wanted to film this. So me deciding what to do next is a bit of a challenge because I don't actually know what products I want to use next. So on Thursday, I'm just gonna say on a Thursday because I don't really remember how many weeks ago it was, I get an email that says that my package is at customs in Mexico, and basically it was like, these are the things that we need from you. Well, I was gonna say, the email is like, these are the things that we need from you, but the reality is that it was not that crystal clear. The email basically said that the package is in customs and they require these forms for release, and it was from DHL, and I had seen that it was marked as a clearance event, and I didn't really know what it was, and you know, searching that out on the internet wasn't like, it didn't give me obvious answers. So like I saw that there was a clearance event, and then the email came in like a couple of hours later. So I had already kind of been snooping around to see if I could figure it out, but I couldn't. So the email doesn't have any forms. It says like Form A1, but it doesn't have any actual attachments. And I was unsuccessful in finding any on the DHL website or on any of the governmental websites for the country of Mexico. Like, I could not find the specifics. And the other part of the message is that they said you have 7 days to give us this information or your package will be abandoned. Not, you know, automatically sent back or something like that. No, abandoned. 7 days. That's not as long of a time as you think it is, especially when you have no clue what the fuck you're doing. So I get to Googling, I get to searching, I end up also searching in the group that I'm in, and I also posted in that group, although the posting part definitely made me feel like I was absolutely on Facebook, because the way some people responded, I was like, I understand these issues. That's not what the fuck I'm asking about. I'm asking about, if you've had this happen, what do I do? Not how to prevent that, not all the things that I should have done, which, by the way, I mean, I'll get deeper into that, but like, it was not abundantly clear. Okay, hopefully that turned off all of the sound notifications. And if you hear them in the video, I'm sorry. So anyway, there's not any like abundantly clear advice on like, this is what you should do. Okay, so that's where I was saying. The Mexico, like the governmental website of Mexico, doesn't have the forms linked. It doesn't really tell you that kind of stuff. So anyway, so yeah, so I'm searching through this Facebook group. So fortunately and unfortunately, for the fact that people have experienced this in the past, it, first of all, makes me feel not so alone and not just like completely uninformed and like a, you know, silly tourist. Although I am that. I will admit that. I am that. But I got some information. Again, the like only upside to Facebook is this group. There are these two groups. But I found out this person saying that they had reached out to the tourism board. And I was like, oh, that's smart. And they had mentioned a specific name. So I found that person's contact information on the tourism board site. I sent them an email. And this was now like Thursday night. This was Thursday night. Like I was just frantically searching and doing all this stuff pretty much for a large chunk of hours on Thursday. I got a message back on Friday and they were like, come into the office on Monday. We'll see, like, we'll go through all of this. And I was like, Monday? In so many days. It's getting closer and closer to 7 days. So I did that, but I also like was trying to find more information while it was the weekend, and really didn't have any luck. So that was Thursday, Friday. I was like, okay, I have plans for Monday. I'll see if I can do any research, but like, I basically just need to wait. But, oh my God, I have the dropsies all the time. I'm going to try to do liner with this pencil liner because trying to find my liquid liner, not happening. Okay, gathering my thoughts again. So it's now the weekend and I'm doing whatever research I can, but because I had posted in that apartment group, I was also getting messages, and I was shocked when I got a message from somebody showing an apartment that was in the building my Airbnb was in, the building that I had already been feeling pretty good about and like generally didn't have any complaints. It was in that building. And I was like, well, like to myself, I'm thinking, well, of course I would like to see that because I've been cool with the building so far, the location, although like, because, you know, I still hadn't explored a ton, but I felt positive about it. And so I reached out and I got to see the apartment on Sunday. And I was, you know, pretty much just like instantly like, yep, this looks good. Like, it's different from my other apartment. It's on the second floor rather than ground floor, which, you know, is, stairs are not my favorite, but I'm okay with it. Like, it's not a huge, you know, climb. And yes, that is an important factor as somebody that's lived on the fourth floor walk up for multiple years. Yeah, stairs are not my preference, and that's valid. Fucking course it is. So anyway, I see it, and I'm really happy with it. Like I said, it's different. There are definitely parts of the other apartment that I, you know, really loved and preferred, but the other reality of it is that that apartment it wasn't twice as much, but with all the fees and everything, it's easily 1.5 times the price of this place. So there's that. So it's Sunday. I see the apartment. I like it. And they're like, okay, can you meet us on Tuesday with the deposit and this paperwork, and that deposit will, you know, put the apartment in a hold so that no one else can rent it until you're either, you know, your contract goes through or whatever. And I knew I had all this package stuff going on, but of course I'm like, yeah, that's fine. No big deal. I'll make it work. Because why advocate for my needs when I could just, you know, hope it all works out and that I'm not overstressed. But also, oh my God, are we kidding me? Leave me alone, everyone. Yes, I just closed my laptop because I heard a Slack notification. Okay. But yeah, so I'm like, of course I can do that. Not a problem. It is a problem, but you know, we'll make it work. So Monday, I go to the tourism board, and they were so helpful. We'll call her Jane. So let's say I originally emailed Joe. When I got there, Jane was available and jumped into helping me, and was fantastic. And she called the contact that I had and asked a ton of questions and was taking notes for me and just like trying to understand what was what, because you know, so they have worked with issues like this a lot. It's kind of what, you know, I won't say it's definitely not their only function, and I don't know if it's their main function, but they definitely knew like that this is a thing that happens, and you know, they help with it. And so she asked a ton of questions, had a long phone call with this person, and took down all of these notes for me. And at the end of all of these calls, basically, even though I thought I had read the customs information correctly in terms of what I could send and all of that, the issue is that the paperwork was not correct in terms of identifying everything that was in the package. And because those things were cosmetics, they were not just gonna let me provide that information now. Or if they were going to let me provide that information, it could be months and months and months before I got the package. And there's not even really a guarantee that I would get the package once I provided all that information. The other option I had is to abandon all of the makeup that's in the package and have the clothes and jewelry that was in there. And like I had a tarot deck in there, and I can have that sent to me. But because the overall package had a fairly high value, I would be spending anywhere from $150 to $200 USD in customs just on the clothes and the jewelry, and lose all of the makeup that was in the package. And what I wanted to say is, like, I know I have a lot to learn, but even the and I'm sure that in some capacity she was just being nice and whatever, but like she was pretty real with me. And she was, the Jane at the tourism board was like, I didn't even like, I don't like I'm surprised that like this makeup was an issue, because like I thought it was skincare, and like there's other things too, but even she was like, this is like, it's not clear, because she was on the like looking at customs information for me and all of this. And like I said, I'm sure there's some of that she's just like being nice and trying to, you know, placate my any big emotions I was feeling about it. But still, like, you know, she could have been really straightforward, because I was pretty straightforward, I feel like, in terms of like, yeah, I definitely like fucked this up. And you know, she could have been more, she could have said like, yeah, these things are not allowed in, and here's where you can see it on the site, and blah, blah, blah. But like, in her opinion, she felt like, you know, there is a lack of clarity, and kind of like how we talk about a lot of government stuff. It's sometimes it's purposeful to keep people confused and to be able to, you know, charge people more money, and I don't know, just all these different things that some governments do. Also, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this eye look. We're just give me a break, okay? I like the original inspiration was the winged out blush and winged out eye shape, but I didn't really know what else to do, and you can kind of see that in this progress. So I felt like, you know, in some capacity, like I was feeling very, for lack of better words, very dumb. I was definitely feeling silly and dumb and like, wow, I really, you know, fucked this up. But I mean, even if it was just a, you know, little white lie, hearing that like, that this person also felt like there was some purposeful, like, we're gonna keep this shit kind of vague and confusing for, you know, for a reason, it was nice to hear. I'm gonna say that. So during the course of my initial interactions with the customs contacts, because they kept emailing every day that they didn't hear something or there wasn't forward motion, they were like, you know, we have not heard from you. You have X amount of days left over, blah, blah, blah. So of course, my anxiety is like through the fucking roof, because I'm like, I hear you, I see you, I know you're counting down, I got it, I'm working on it. So anyway, I had already asked them, okay, if, can I return it? Can I just return the package? Is that something that I can do? Because I'm like confused as to, you know, what my full options are. And so this was on like, I think Friday. They were like, yes, and here are the directions how to do it. So when I was talking, so now to go back to Monday, I know this is all over the place. I've tried to tell the story multiple times and it's been all over the place every single time. So nothing like getting water delivery when your makeup looks like this. I'm sure they've seen all kinds of things. So anyway, God, where was I? Basically, yes, okay. I cannot tell this a single story to save my life. When I left the tourism office on Monday, Jane there asked me to email this contact and just make sure that the directions that I had received were correct, because, you know, her experience was like, these people that get CC'd, these brokers, like they can also, you know, there are people that act like brokers that are scammers. And so this official email that she had, she just wanted me to double check. They confirmed everything. So, okay, so Monday. So I have now left because they can be scammers. So I leave the office on Monday. I go back home, even though I know there's like, you know, things that I need to be doing for the apartment. But I send the email and I'm home doing work. And one of the reasons why I came back home is that I was supposed to be getting actually water delivery, because you don't drink the tap water. I cook with it and I'll clean with it, but you know, you need filtered water here. So the reason why the Monday water delivery was so important was that this week, the week that I was doing all of this, there was a hurricane coming. So my Airbnb contact said that they were going to be able to deliver on Monday. So I go home, I'm doing work, I'm waiting. They never show up. Tuesday comes. I'm supposed to be meeting up with this realtor at 4 p.m. on Tuesday. 9 a.m.-ish, my water gets delivered. I leave the apartment by 10. I go to the tourism board. They take me to DHL. They help me get through everything that I need to send the package back to, just went back to the same address. That takes a little while. I finish that. I then have to go to Office Depot to get a bunch of stuff printed out for, you know, rentals. And then the other thing is getting the deposit withdrawn. And around 1 p.m. is when I'm done at Office Depot. And so I know I have 3 hours between, you know, then and the apartment appointment. I go to 7 different banks trying to withdraw enough pesos to fulfill my deposit. 7 different banks. I'm on the phone with Bank of America because I thought it was a card thing. Over time, I realized, no, it's a day before the hurricane. ATMs just don't have pesos. Like, people just pull out the money, and I was too late. I spent like 2 hours going to all these different banks. I'm frantic. I get home at like right at 3 o'clock. Maybe it was like an hour and a half, but I get home and I'm just messaging my realtor like, I have all the paperwork, but I was only able to get out this much. I was just frantic. She was very nice and was just like, just bring what you have. I'll give you a receipt for that. I'll go ahead and take the paperwork. And as soon as you have the rest of the deposit, we'll get the contract going. So literally, I'm just like, okay, I hope this is not a scam. I hope this is not a scam. Because it's not actually confirming that the apartment's held for me. It's just giving her some money. But yeah, so after that, I get a grocery delivery and I do a live stream with Audra. And then because part of the grocery delivery and getting ready is again for the hurricane that was coming through. So I'm very, very, very happy to say the hurricane was not as bad as it was expected. So Wednesday, I lost power for about 6 hours, but it came back right around lunchtime. I was able to catch up on a bunch of work because I feel like I had basically not worked for most of the week at that point. And I had also, I had emailed, my favorite thing is, so on Tuesday, I had to send the package, the DHL and broker people, the information for the shipping. And so I send everything. And Thursday or Friday, I still hadn't heard back from them. And I was like, and I feel like I did it in my bitchiest without I was just like, can you please confirm receipt of the shipping information to return my package to Brooklyn? I didn't yell. It was in typing, it was in Spanish. So not really yelling. But I was just so mad by that point. I was like, I sent you the information. Can you just fucking confirm it? You don't even have to send it right away. Just confirm it. So anyway, on Thursday of that week, I go out and I'm successful in getting all of the deposit pesos that I needed. On Friday, I signed for the apartment. I got the apartment. But then the package part doesn't end. I see that this package that went from Brooklyn, got stopped in Guadalajara, and was going back to the exact same address in Brooklyn, got stopped by the US Customs for a clearance event. Yeah, this is why I check my tracking information. This is why. Because they didn't reach out to me. And so I find the contact, I email, and they're like, or no, I had to make a phone call. They give me the information. They're like, look, we need the manufacturer's name and address for everything that's in the package. And we also need an itemized list and the value. And I'm like, this is all bought in the US. It was bought in the US. It was sent to Mexico. It got stopped and it's going back. So like, I do the document, I make it as detailed as I can, but I also put in like bold type at the top the way I was like, this was all bought in the United States. It was sent to this PO box. I then had the package sent to Mexico. It got stopped at customs and I'm sending it back to the US. None of this was bought in Mexico. Like I just, the way I was just so annoyed because I was like, if US Customs takes this package away from me after all I've been through, I'm gonna fucking, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I was very annoyed. Fortunately, it was good enough for them. It was the information, I guess, that they needed. And the package did get delivered back to my Brooklyn PO box. I'm still not 100% sure if everything that was in the package got there because I just don't, I have trust issues. But it is there. And it cost me $500. Yep, that whole experience cost me $500. It cost me, well, okay, it cost me $450, but it cost me $300 to send the package initially, and it cost me another $150 to send it back to Brooklyn. All thanks to some vague information about customs that I guess I didn't do my due diligence on. The way I feel about this is that I felt like, yeah, I did kind of fuck up, but also that information was kind of purposefully vague and not super helpful. And I also kind of feel like the PO box service kind of fucked up because theoretically they could have filled out the right paperwork for me, but I still don't even think that would have fixed the issue. I think that in general, what I was trying to send is probably just not permissible. Yeah, so that is that was my package experience, and I definitely feel like it was a very expensive mistake to make, and I'm very bummed, to be honest. Like, I don't just have that kind of money just sitting around, and spending $300 to send as much that I had, it felt like one of those, like, okay, this is a necessary evil kind of thing, or it was a mistake to buy that much stuff and kind of not keep track of like the overall value. But at the same time, I was like, well, if I could get it, then it's okay. It'll be worth it. I couldn't get it, so it was not worth it. Yeah, it definitely lesson learned. Put down the matter lipstick first and then the creamier lipstick, because these did not, it was a struggle. I preferred the ombre, but to actually get it to look decent, I just had to mix it. Feeling very candy corn, maybe? Hold on. So yeah, so it was a very expensive steak. And I think I'll talk about this at a different time, but I definitely had lots of emotions. Related to moving and the struggle and things that I didn't maybe consider as fully as I should have, and I don't know. There's a whole other get ready with me there. There's a whole other conversation there, but I'm not ready yet. Also, I could totally fill in my wings with some black shadow to make them look better, but we're done. Wait, actually, I'm not done. I thought about this earlier and then I forgot. So yeah, basically, that's the story of the $500 package that I still don't have. And I hopefully will have it around Thanksgiving. I'm hoping, not hoping, I'm planning on doing a touch of travel, kind of a necessary thing in terms of timing for being a tourist here. So yeah, I'm hoping I will have all of that stuff, you know, by the end of November, just in time for a massive birthday haul, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, this is my weird candy corn look. Every year I'm like, I'm gonna do some cute spooky looks, like some like not costume makeup but just like wearable Halloween makeup, and then every year October is like, yeah, good fucking luck with that, bitch. Yeah, I wanted this to be more of like an orange lip without going to my glossy Propa lipsticks. That added yellow. That did it. Okay. I am gonna give you a little bit of close-ups, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. There we go. This is a look. Feel free to leave your living abroad, shipping packages, traveling, other, you know, funny moments or horror stories from life in the comments, but let's not let's not talk about this. It was just me experimenting. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I've been talking for a long time, and I definitely have things to do besides talking to a camera. But thank you so much for spending a little or a lot of your day with me, and I look forward to more filming adventures in this new space and taking you along with the ride of my life, I guess. Yeah. On that note, don't forget to take care of yourself better today than you did yesterday, because you are worth it. Bye, friends.